Hello, good morning to everyone. Today, right, I don't want plans today, but at the moment, right, this is my routine. So what I normally do is I wake up and I feed my cat, right. She's over there on the table, right. She's there. So about that, right, but anyway, I feed my cat. And watch it, and then I feed myself. Then as you do, because breakfast, right, is the highlight of the morning of the day, right? Because it's important to have your breakfast, right? So and I drink a tea as well. Depends, or coffee. Depends what you prefer. And with drinks in the morning, you can have tea, coffee, or you can have like a herbal tea, because I know we live in a diverse, country, right? Where people like be able to try all new things. Like for me, instance, I like to drink green tea. I haven't done it for some time yet because so with the activities I'm trying to do, because all these activities, right, it's more like things I gotta do, which I mentioned yesterday, about the garden I tried. At the moment, there's nothing much we can do there, but I cut the grass yesterday. I made a cut a bit too short, to be honest, but it will go back anyway by next year. Well, it won't go back now because of the seasons of time when things grow, stop, and then they grow back in it. So hopefully by April, my grass will start growing again. So, and one thing's right, that is, so, I'm gonna try, I'm making a wardrobe. It's not quite finished yet anyway. I bought some fabric for it. It's not the colour that I wanted, but it will do anyway. Just for the back of it. So is that colour? It's a mint green. Anyway, but maybe that's the colour they had, I suppose. I'm not too sure. So there you go. So I'm gonna try and do it today, hopefully. And then do some ukulele as well. So the mantra, I've always gone back into this right, and I've mostly forgotten all of it, right? But I can go back, learn all again, right, and do the videos I've done before, of them like several months ago or so, but between like about 4 months ago, I think it was when I just stopped doing them, right, for some reason, right, anyway, but. And then after I try, I just so and also after the breakfast, right, to me, I drink as well. I just sort of like wake up. Oh yeah, but I also take my tablets as well. I take my tablets in the morning, right. I won't say why for, because it's a bit confidential at the moment, right. I will tell you, right, if if it were here, right, and then right, but unfortunately, I would. So this is my life at the moment, right, from today. I'm not sure what tunes I'm gonna learn, but I managed to learn one yesterday. It's the Star Wars theme tune, but it's on the ukulele. So, but the moment right there, I'm gonna go back to that Star Wars theme tune and learn it again. There are some tunes like that I have that I want to do, like some new tunes I've written out over months ago or so. Is where there's one from and that film, Do Re Mi, right? I start at the baby face me, and you place to start. When you begin with A, B, C, right? And that's part of the song, right, to Do Re Mi, if I'm correct. And that song was from the Sound of Music. And everyone knows this, right? So it's a good thing they know that, you know, we have songs that we can all learn. So there's that one, and there's one called "I Love You, Sunshine." That was played by Johnny Cash, right? A very long time ago. It might be before I was born. I think, I'm not too sure. It might have been. I don't know when, but I know he did his version of it as well. Because there's that many different versions of I love you, Sunshine, right? It's a song. But this one I played once on ukulele. I've learned it from YouTube, right? And you find a lot of things you find on YouTube in the end. You do. So there's that. So far, but I think the cause are there, right? But not the new ones yet. But I need to take pictures of it anyway. No, just keep on top of what I've been doing. I have been practicing for, a good while off and on, but now I just get back into that because at night times I'm not doing very much anyway, so I thought I might just do some ukulele. So, and if you want to know and the history about the ukulele, right? It was created somewhere in Europe or somewhere. I think it was Portugal. I'm not too sure, but it was made like a machete in another country, and then like something like Hawaii, I think it was, and then they call it the ukulele. I don't know the full history of it right just yet, but I'm gonna find out at some point because I like my history as well. Because I do tend to watch some of the history sometimes. Like in the past, I've watched that Time Team with with Tony Robinson, right? Who played Baldrick, right, in Blackadder back in the 80s, I think. But back in the 80s or 90s. It was either 80s or sometimes 80s or 90s, I think, at some point. So yeah. And that's like my panel program, as what I was saying yesterday. I do like I do like watching like more Haunted, but I moved up from that anyway. I watch like Ghost Adventures, and I try and anything that's basically a true story about what they experienced, like Hotel Paranormal. It was ever called that, or the opposite round, I just called Paranormal Hotel. Yeah. So I watch that as well, and I watch other things. But I do like the classics sometimes, like I like to watch Knight Rider, which I've done recently. Knight Rider, Airwolf, I know this before my time, before I was born, right? But I have a friend that interests me to that program, and I do have it